Hey y'all, it's me, Marty. Boy, you guys are a long ways away. I don't know if you can hear me way back there. So, in this video, I'm going to try to set up my new fish houses. Oh, so it's Thursday morning. It's about 65 degrees. It's starting to slowly cool off, but I'll be happy when it's 30s and 40s for highs. That's what I like. Anyway, a little breezy today. It's kind of overcast. I think there's a chance of rain, but I think I'd try to get these things up before it rains. So, my wife got me a couple of fish houses like you seen in yesterday's video. And they're like hand built. I'm pretty excited. And yeah, let's see if I can set these up. I'm excited to use them for ice fishing, or at least the smaller one. But the bigger one, I'm thinking just for a shelter for camping, and especially like fall and winter. Oh, I think it's going to be kind of cool. So I can get them both in the picture here. So let's look at the small one. Okay. So this is 5. Okay. So the small one is 5 by 8. That's actually a pretty good sized fish house right there for a portable. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What are the odds? I'll be right back. I gotta get a different tape measure. Okay, I got a new one. I can't believe that. I knew it was on the downside because it was starting to bend, but good, nice. Okay. This one's quite a bit bigger. Wow. Nice. Yeah, this one's 8 by 8, I think. Yeah. That one's 8 by 8. So the small one is 5 by 8, and that one's 8 by 8. So even the small one, that's a nice size. So I set them both up. I brought them out here. I drove my pickup over here, and we're on the east side of our property. We have a little hobby farm in west central Minnesota. It's about 2 acres, and we love it out here. It's beautiful. And so I wanted to set them up in the area where there's not too much wind, but a little breeze and flat. We have a lot of hills on our property here, but so I got them both set up here. And this we might just leave here. I mean, I don't know if I'll leave it year round, but maybe, we'll see. I think it's pretty cool. So I'm kind of setting up a little camp area here, and yeah, I wanted to see if I can get them set up, and maybe my wife and I even do a camp out this week or this weekend in here as it's starting to cool off. Maybe do a campfire here, have some chairs and a table here, and I might even make a couple of like cots. But well, I have one army cot that was my stepdad's, but maybe I'll put that in there. I have it in my bushcraft area now. But maybe put that one in there and then make one for my wife, or make one big bed or something. But that's big enough to camp in, do some overnights in it. And again, we're in the country, so it's like wilderness where we live, even in our own yard. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cool. It looks like they do need a little work. There's some rips in the canvas and stuff, but and in this one, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some plywood and put down to cover the holes. Because the way it works for portable fish houses, or you know, the bigger ones, there's holes cut in the floor so that when you put it on the ice, there's holes already there, and then you just use an auger to drill a hole in the ice so you can fish. That one I'll leave because we'll use that one as a fish house, but I'm thinking a little cabin type thing on our property here for this one. So let's move the camera over here by the small one. We'll try this one first, see what I can do here. So the interesting thing, the canvas, again, somebody built these, but they bought the canvas from somewhere, and it actually says Northland Canvas Craft. Well, maybe they bought them with the bases too, I'm not sure. But anyway, they bought the canvas anyway from Northland Canvas Craft, Anoka, Minnesota. That's kind of interesting because I grew up in Anoka. So yeah, and both of them are from the same place. Okay, so let's see here. I have no idea how to set them up, so this will be interesting. And if it gets to be long, I'll speed it up or cut some out. Okay, so okay. There's a bunch of poles, but not sure how they're supposed to work. Okay, let's take the poles out. Okay. There's that pole, and this one's a curved one, so that's probably for the roof, kinda. Okay, and these are adjustable. I might need my wife's help. I was gonna wait to make the video and set these up while she was home, but she's working, well, she worked overnight, now she's at a meeting, so, and she's gonna be tired anyway, but I might not be able to do this without her help. Okay. Oh. Alright, so then, okay. So these ones are actually bolted on. Okay, so this is the door here. Oh, and there's a window, and there's a hole cut, which I'm thinking is for a stove, which I got some ideas, y'all. I have another stove idea, and it'll be specifically for the fish houses or to camp in. It's going to be another DIY stove. Okay, so that goes like that, and then I'm guessing there's one on that end, but I don't know. I wonder if I put this on temporarily to hold it. Good night. Maybe. And see if I can get the other one up. I'm going to have to go inside. Ow! That hurt. Okay, so that will look like that. Okay. All right. There's got to be a trick to this. I'm pretty sure it's not a one-man job. Let's try the big one. Okay. All right, let's try this one. I don't know what makes me think that the big one will be easier than the small one. I see how that goes up, but it's almost impossible for one person to do it. This. Oh, good night. This doesn't look good. All right. I get how they go together, but I don't know if one person can do it. I think I'm going to pause the video and wait for my wife to come home and she can help me. All right. Okay, so
you're tired.
It's a couple hours later now. My honey came home and she helped me, and so we're just going to talk about the pros and cons of these fish houses, and then I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and show you. And so you want to go first or should I?
The pros is they're big. The cons are they're really hard to set up.
So yeah, I love them, and they're free and they're wonderful. So the small one is 5x8, the big one is 8x8, and they both fold up, and they both have handles on them, which I think is funny because I think it would take 2 or 3 people to carry the small one, and it would take 4 or 6 people to carry the big one. So they're not really carryable, but you could slide them out of a pickup or a trailer. You could pull them out onto the ice on a lake with a snowmobile or 4-wheeler or whatever, or your vehicle. When the ice is thick enough in Minnesota, people drive their cars and trucks out there. I just don't like to do that. I'd rather have a smaller vehicle, but we don't have anything now. But what we'd probably do is lower it out of the pickup on the shore and then pull it out there. And so, but what I'm thinking is, okay, so they both set up pretty much the same. On the ends, there's bars that go up, and they're bolted to the corners, so they swing up. So there's bars that swing up for the ends, and then there's 2 bars that go across them, and then there's a crossbar, and they both have that. The big one's missing like 3 bars. It's really tricky though because everything's adjustable. So we got them up together. There's no way I could have done it by myself. So I would say there's no way one person could set these up. It's hard for 2 people. And even then, I don't know if you'd want to do it every time you're going to go out fishing. So
if it was cold, it would be much harder.
Yeah, cold and wind, and in the winter, I don't know. So this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I need a drink of water. I'm exhausted. It's hot. We're tired. And I'm going to show you both of them. But just to tell you, so I'm thinking for the small one, we got to do some adjustments. We got to raise up the poles higher and tighter, tighten them, do some supports, and then I think take it down, but don't change any of the settings, and even and don't make it a fold up. I'm going to put skids on it, make it a permanent floor, and is all we got to do is put the canvas walls up and the poles. But because if you change all the adjustments, fold everything down, it's way too hard. And I think we could do it then. I think we can bring it on the ice, take an hour or two to set it up, but fish all day, or leave it for a weekend and fish, whatever. And yeah, so the big one, I'm thinking this is going to be a small cabin at home. So I'm thinking this one, put plywood on the floor, cover up the holes, secure all the poles, and we need to get some more poles. I'm just going to get some wood dowels, I think, and make it almost a permanent structure and camp in it. This thing is big enough. We could set up cots and a table. I think we'd have fun in here. Both of them. So I think we can use a small one for fishing and use this one for camping on our property here. We live in the country. It's wonderful out here. We could take them both, but I think that's a better idea, to make this a permanent structure, the big one, and the small one. Got to do some adjustments. There is a couple of rips to fix some holes, and but they're nice. And yeah, I'm gonna take the camera and turn it around and show you both of them. Do you have any other thoughts? I love them. Thank you. They're wonderful, and I think we're gonna have fun.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
It's exhausting because you're under there and you're trying to lift the poles and hold the canvas up. 2 people, it was hard, and everything's adjustable. If you can get all the adjustments right and not change anything, you know. But I like them. So you can see the size comparison. So that one is 5 by 8, and that one is 8 by 8. So I'll show you this one first. And again, they were folded up. So to transport them, they're half the size. But I'm just gonna, I'm gonna make this a permanent floor. Put skids on it, and so it does have a door. So again, yeah. So this is it says it's Northlander Canvas Craft, Anoka, Minnesota, which is funny because I grew up in Anoka. But actually, that looks like their license they had on. Oh, yeah, because you have to have a fish house license, 2015. But it's a nice zip-up door. It's canvas, really nice. So there's a window here, and they roll up. And then there's a window on that side too. And then there's a hole above the window, and I'm guessing that's for a stovepipe, to have a wood stove in here. So again, the way this works, and there's carpet, so I'm gonna fix it all up nice. So there's 4 holes, and the covers really don't fit the holes, and that one's got a bigger hole. I don't know. So the idea is to have 4 holes, and you can just put covers on. But what I think I'm gonna do, and you know what I might do, hon, make it a permanent floor, and then we won't have that thing in the middle. It'll be flush all the way. Then cut new holes in. We'll cut 4 holes, 1 in each corner, and fix these poles. Because see, that's those poles. The end poles are bolted in the corners, and they fold up. Same with this one on this end. And then you put the 2 bars there, and then you put that bar. But there's just too many adjustments, and it's still not high enough, and it's not perfect. But I think it'd be easier not to fold it. Make it a permanent floor, and get these adjustments perfect. And then all we could do is take the top bar and the middle bar off, fold it. I'll just play around with it, and it'll be nice. Again, that's 5 by 8. So this one's 8 by 8. Same thing, has a zipper door. Again, there's a better label of the company. A window. This one, oh wait, this has a window there too. It actually echoes in here. So the same thing. See, those ends, they fold down. See, they're bolted in the corners. And then there's bars that go across. But the bar that goes this way is the wrong bar, so we need to get a few more bars. Oh my goodness, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one has 8 holes. So 4 people in there, I think that would, you could do it, but I think it'd be better for a camper for 2 people, don't you? I think we would have fun in here. Because, yeah, so I think I'll cover the holes, put a permanent floor in here. Oh, and this one has a hole too for a smokestack for a wood stove. And yeah, put a couple of bunks in here, a table, have some bins of gear, and this, our house is right here. But this would be a cool shelter camper. So yeah, that's my new fish houses that my honey got me for my birthday. And I love them. Yeah, they're just a little finicky. But again, I'm going to make this for the fish house and make it a permanent floor. It's not going to fold. Get all the adjustments right. Fill some holes, and it'll be good, cool for fishing. And we can just pull it out and probably put skids on it and a rope. And then we can just pull it out on the ice. And then this one, do a whole bunch of work on it and make this a camper, like for fall and winter. And yeah, I love them. Thank you. Yeah, we're exhausted. It's been a couple hours. We're gonna try to get them up. They are nice, but yeah, the portable fish houses. You know, and there's probably other ones now too, and different ones that are maybe easier. But yeah. So when I was younger, I went ice fishing with my dad a lot, and I watched him build. I think I helped him a little bit. Oh, I was like 8-10 years old. I don't know. But he built a fish house, and it was like 8 by 14, I think. And it had 4 bunks in it, an apartment-sized stove, and cupboards, and a kitchen table. I mean, that was a permanent structure. That's almost better. And then you pull it out, and but if it's a portable, it almost has to be pretty small. These are kind of big for portables. But so yeah, that'll be our fish house to use this winter. It'll be fun adventures fishing. You've never been ice fishing, have you? And I haven't been for probably 35-40 years. And then this one will be our camper. Okay, I'll be in just a second, honey. Thank you. I love you. Anyway, I'm exhausted, and yeah, they are pretty cool though. There'll be some adventures in both of these. Actually, there'll probably be some videos doing repairs on them and doing stuff. And then some adventures using them. 2 fish houses here. Well, I'm going to call that one a fish house, and I'm going to call this one a tent shelter thing. Anyway, it's going to be fun. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.